Hey babes, hello, hello, hello. I'm so sorry it's taken me so long to do this. I was trying to do this in a way more professional looking way, and everything that I was trying to do was not working, so I apologize. This is the way we're going to be doing it. I need to analyze this with you, so I will be hanging on every single word they make. I will be hanging on every sigh and every breath they take. Okay, so if you're not into that, please don't watch this. All right, here we go.
We just want to thank everyone in the community for all the support we've seen. We've felt so helpless, and seeing everybody out here really looking and helping out really means a lot.
You felt helpless? And his sigh. I don't mean to be mean, but maybe I do mean to be mean. Let me rephrase that. I don't believe them for nothing. I don't believe them at all. So this is why I'm just like, ugh. All right. First of all, he keeps his hands here the whole time. She sways.
So, tell us what happened the night the kids went missing.
Okay.
From our yard.
From our yard. And they look over to the yard. Both of them look in that direction.
It was cold. I was going to make a fire. So a lot of wood in this.
It was cold. It was cold. I was going to make a fire. It's a lot of wood in this
area right here next to our house. I opened up the back gate. I'm throwing wood, bringing it inside the house. My wife's inside. She was actually wrapping gifts, so we thought it was a good idea that our youngest two go outside, play with chalk.
Notice how he hesitated right there. Let me go back just a little bit. And we're going to be doing this the whole freaking video. So again, if you're not into this, please don't stay. Hold on.
I opened up the back gate. I'm throwing wood, bringing it inside the house. My wife's inside. She was actually wrapping gifts, so we thought it was a good idea that our youngest two go outside, play with chalk on the back patio. Do not let them go on the dirt in the backyard. Keep them close. They was playing with chalk.
So he says they were playing with chalk. He says that they don't go into the dirt of the backyard, which is a big space. I seen it on a drone. And it was cold. Okay, I have a problem with that because my daughter is almost 2, and there is no way I would let her in my courtyard, which is completely fenced off, by herself. Okay, at 3 or 4 years old. The part where they say, well, let me just go back where he talks about his oldest children. I didn't know. He said something about the youngest. I didn't know they had more children until recently. And I find it odd that if you guys are a family, why are these 2 children not with the grandma as well? Because it's family. Regardless of if you're adopted or not, everybody should have went to grandma's house. No?
It was actually wrapping gifts, so we thought it was a good idea
Right here. They hesitated that our youngest 2 go outside.
The back patio. Do not let.
So he hesitates and then says that our youngest, go outside. What? The first thing he said in this interview was it was cold.
Let them go on the dirt in the backyard. Keep them close. So I was playing with chalk. I came in the house. I saw them there. I went in the house.
He came in the house and saw them there. Where? In the house? Because you're in the house. What you just said was, you came in the house. I saw them there. Hold on. I don't think that was the right word. But I put the captions up for you. They got our youngest to go outside and play with the chalk on they got our youngest to go outside and play with chalk on the back patio. Let's see if that's actually what he says. Let's go a little further back.
I'm throwing wood, bringing it inside the house. My wife's inside. She was actually wrapping gifts, so we thought it was a good idea that our youngest two go outside, play with chalk on the the back patio.
That are
I let them
youngest.
go on the dirt in the backyard. I keep them close. So I was playing with chalk. And I came in the house. I saw them there. I went in the house. I came back out.
He came in the house. He saw them there. Then he went in the house. And then he came back out. So wait a minute. How many times did you go in the house? Because you just said you went in the house and saw them there. And then you went in the house again. And they weren't there when you came back out. So that was a mess up. Look how she's looking at him like, yo, you just messed up. He's like, oh, I did. Look at that drowsy, droopy eye. Like, uh-oh. I ain't even playing. I'm going to play that again. Let's watch their facial expressions now that we know what they're saying.
So I was playing with chalk. And I came in the house. I saw them there. I went in the house. I came back out. I didn't
Look, when he started messing up,
I didn't.
he messed up the wording, and she's like, yeah, keep going, keep going. I didn't see them. Now I immediately go back one more time. I'm sorry. I'm not going to apologize because this is what I'm here to do.
Didn't see him now. I immediately went back in, asked my wife, did you see the boys? She said, no, they should be outside playing with chalk. I said, well, I didn't see them, so I came back outside and I started searching my backyard. I searched the whole thing. I realized that I left the gate open and I panicked, came inside the house, searched the house, me and my wife.
So wait. So you realized, oh my God, their story is so crappy. I realized I left the back gate open. So I went and searched inside the house instead of out back, behind the gate. Right.
I didn't pan out. I got in the van. I looked down the street, both directions. It was getting dark, getting cold. I got in the van and I hit a bunch of corners. I went down this street. I turned my light on. I searched. I called their names. Talked to a gentleman on the street on the other side over there. He didn't see me.
What light did you turn on? Because if you're driving at 5 p.m., because they reported it at 5:45, your lights should have already been on, right? When you're driving, you should have your lights on when it's dark, yeah?
I'm home and I told my wife we need to call the cops. It's getting dark and I need help. We gotta get going.
You should have been called the
I called
cops.
the cops. Cops came. First thing they did was tell us to stay in the house so they can get a hold of us. And they had us just sitting there and we wanted to keep searching. But everybody came out in droves, and I wanted to thank you guys that night, but we couldn't go outside.
The cops told us the best are out here.
The best are out here searching, and we appreciate it, and nobody ever could never talk to anybody, and that was the issue.
We just want to thank everybody.
Really want to
and,
thank you guys.
Please, if anybody has seen them, please call, let somebody know.
Call the cops, call California City Police Department. Call them and let them know what you've seen, if you see anything. Our boys, they are going to be rambunctious. They are going to be here in this area. And I really would like to go in the houses.
The rambunctious. Why would that be the first thing you say about the boys? They're going to be rambunctious. They're going to be rambunctious. I hope you heard everything I said. Did I just have that covered up the whole time? Jesus, I hope not. So they're going to be rambunctious. You know what I'm saying? Why would that be the first thing you would say? Unless they're going to find them bruised up. Okay? They're going to be in this area. I feel like you would say that because they're not going to be in that area.
But it's not because I want to invade people's privacy. I just want to know if make sure. That's it. Because I don't. Go ahead. I'm sorry. If you got any questions.
Oh no, you're good.
Oh, okay.
I was just gonna say, this is the first time we're hearing from you guys, and I can't imagine what you guys are going through. I can't even fathom it. For you guys, for people who are thinking that there's some kind of foul play involved. We just spoke to the biological mother. She says she had a conversation with you guys, and that she thinks there's some kind of foul play involved. That she thinks you guys did something.
And that's understandable.
What's your response to that?
That's understandable. I would think the same thing.
Yep.
I mean, that's exactly.
They both say the same exact words. It's understandable. Yeah, that's understandable. I would feel the same way. Yeah, of course you would.
The point. And if we can find our babies, then guess what? That's no. And that's all I want is to find our babies. That's it. And I talked to her this morning, and I really wanted to tell her that I am completely sorry because we were entrusted with her children, and they came to us, and they became our children. We named them, and they are our children, and so we want them back. So please, if y'all could get back on what you guys are doing, we should be able to get a hold of somebody, but they took all of our tech, so they wanted to, I guess, just rule us out, which makes sense as a part of the investigation. So that's pretty much it.
Have you guys, you talked to the police all last night?
Yes.
So you guys willfully gave them your
Everything.
technology,
Yes.
the car.
Yes.
How did they get a search warrant? Did you
I
guys?
Oh, no
I don't
idea.
see why they got one, but they got one.
Yeah,
We would
they
have let them
didn't
take
need one,
anything.
but...
We would have told them to take everything. We let them come in and search with us. We asked them to come do that.
What did they take?
Just tech. And that's it. Like our phones.
From the house?
Well, I guess, should I answer that? Or?
Answer it to us, yeah.
Okay. So, to the...
This is where it gets juicy.
Okay, I guess...
Look at him.
You know,
I see. Yeah, we seriously felt like we needed to be out here. We did. Again, we were told the best are out here looking already. Just to stay put, they have more questions. There was literally a cop with us the whole time in there.
he had sitting down. We would ask him to go help. They had us sit down.
Said nope.
He said, no, we got the best out there.
So it's not...
Here in case we have more
I don't want you
questions.
guys thinking that we
No.
didn't try. We actually looked
tried.
before we called
We
police.
Yes.
And I imagine the
He getting irritated.
The search for information. What happened? Where are they?
Yes.
Et cetera, et cetera.
And we're, yeah.
And just so we are able to present the information correctly, at what time did you guys notice your kids went missing? And at what time were they reported missing to the police?
It's about, I think it was about 4:30, going on 5. It was getting dark, like I said.
4:30 going on 5 is a big difference.
That's when everything played out.
And then when did you guys call the police to report them missing?
After we searched
Yeah.
a little bit around here, it was dark, so we definitely got worried.
Would you say it was maybe within an hour, a couple hours?
No, it was within minutes of us getting finished up with our search.
Okay.
It was within minutes.
What do you guys want people at home to understand about this situation? For them, even speaking about...
She get
what
me
you guys are feeling,
seasick with all that
what do you
swaying.
want them at home to understand about this whole situation?
We're going through it. It's difficult. I mean, everybody's making their own their own conclusions.
Pause. This is where I feel she goes off script. And he starts looking like, what are you doing? Get back on script. Watch. When she messes up on that word, assumptions and conclusions, watch his face. I'm going to try to get the lighting good in it so you can really see his face.
Home to understand about this whole situation.
We're going through it. It's difficult.
Cutting his eyes at her.
I mean, everybody's making their own
Watch his eyes.
their own conclusions. They don't know anything.
They don't know anything. They don't know anything. Like, I feel like they're saying that towards the people that are looking for the children that think they did it. They don't know anything. And also the police don't know anything. Like, they don't know anything. And then watch how she switches it up. Hold on. Okay. Let's get back over here. Because we're still looking at his facial expressions.
We're going through it. It's difficult. I mean, everybody's making their own their own conclusions. They don't know anything. We're not sure like everything. We're not sure. We said what we knew.
Look at his eyes.
If anybody has seen them, or anything.
I want to go back to that part again. Watch his eyes. When she says something about, we don't even know, he looks down. Watch.
Going through it. It's difficult. I mean, everybody's making their own their own conclusions. They don't know anything. We're
Blink,
not
blank,
sure
blank, blank, blank.
like everything. We're not sure. We said what we knew.
You're sure. He's sure. Look.
If anybody has seen them, or anything, please call the police department.
Would you like to provide pictures, or do you have any?
I have older pictures. All my newest were on my phone.
Okay.
A lot of people are speaking of this as, after the math, past tense. I want to talk about your kids as present tense. What kind of boys are these? Tell us about the boys.
Very playful, very rambunctious, and they do love to wrestle. They do love to kind of get rough with each
They're
other.
kids.
They're kids.
Look at the validation. They're kids.
They would love to go out, but so during the pandemic, we weren't trying to go, out here. And so we stayed inside.
Which makes me feel like it is possible that these kids were, I don't even want to say it, but harmed way before it was reported. Okay, because I also remember the officer saying that none of the neighbors have ever seen these children. Ever. And why do you just keep saying they're playful, they're gonna fight, they're gonna, wrestle and this and that? Why do you keep saying that? I don't get it.
Yes.
Yeah, we searched before we called the cops. That's what we said.
What time did they come up missing?
They came missing right before it got dark. And then we called. I searched that property. I even drove around this neighborhood right here. I even talked to a gentleman on that side, on those streets over there. I said, "Did you see some little black kids?" And
Really?
I was going to come.
That's what you said?
Home, I decided to call the cops because it was dark.
Did you see little black kids instead of did you see my son?
Why did it take two people to go in the house and leave two kids out here by themselves?
Here we go.
One parent going in and one parent right here watching the child.
Boom.
Not two parents going in the house
Oh,
and leaving two little kids out here by themselves for 10 minutes.
No, they were in the backyard. And the
So
back
how
gate
did they
was
get
open.
out the backyard?
And the back gate was open, and I was getting wood
So
from
you
this
guys
lot.
being irresponsible and left the gate open, left some little kids outside with the gate open.
Watch his anger.
All right.
Blink, 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 blink. Roll the eyes, roll the eyes.
About your boys who you're, I understand. For a mother's intuition, I know you were saying, and we'll get your names after this, but you were saying how you feel like they're in this area. Do you feel the same way? And what is the intuition? What is the sense you get? What do you think happened to your boys? Do you think someone took them? Do you think they're lost? Do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely know they're not walking around. They're not that kind. They do not just roam around. These patches. They definitely.
They're not that kind. What the hell?
Or something.
Oh, this is weird.
Have they ever taken off?
Very awkward.
No.
They've never taken off?
No.
You guys are new to Cal City, right? How long have you guys been living here?
Just 3 months.
So were the kids ever in the house? Look at that stare.
Y'all say y'all came out looking for the kids, and y'all got neighbors that say y'all ain't even came out looking for the kids. The neighbors went out here.
We were looking.
We were looking. I'm just saying, bro, this is crazy, bro. I got kids in my own.
Where do you live?
Them little boys I raised, them is my biological family. I understand. I don't leave kids outside, and I understand.
I have 9 kids. I have 9 kids.
There's
There's
outside in the
no way
backyard
I'm
that I was
gonna
watching.
leave my kids unattended. Not even for a minute.
That's right.
I get
That's why I can't get a video done ever, because I'm always attending the cat.
But you said the gate. Okay, y'all know y'all finna go inside the house, right? Y'all are foster parents, right?
No.
Okay,
we're
well y'all
adopted
adopted them,
them.
right?
Yeah,
Okay, shut the gate. Go in the house.
That's
Why
right.
did it take both of y'all to go in the house and leave them outside by themselves?
Why are they outside playing anyways if it's cold? I I wrapped Kat's presents right in front of her.
I didn't see y'all on no cameras last night. I didn't see y'all out here praying with them people. Them people was out to take care of my nephew. Not this, not supposed to happen.
I understand.
Y'all was supposed to take care of my nephew.
I understand.
If anybody's watching at home who knows anything, or if somebody who has,
Look at that.
if they're watching,
He said if somebody knows anything, and he put his eyebrows up like, yeah, that'd be the day. Wow. I caught that. Hold on, ready?
Supposed to take care of my nephew.
I understand.
if anybody's watching at home who knows anything, or if somebody who has these kids, if they're watching, what is your message to them?
The message has always been, as soon as possible, call the California City Police Department. And please bring our babies home. And that's that.
That's one of the reasons why we actually didn't want to
This
do
is the reason why. Because we were under orders to stay in the house and stay because they're going to need to contact us.
Yeah, they don't want to face up to what they did.
And that was the issue. We were under orders by the cops to stay home in the house and let the professionals look.
But you just said that they were your children. If they were your children, regardless of what somebody told you, wouldn't you want to go look for them?
Well, we have cops actually posted in the front door right there.
Totally understand. If you guys actually have that question, we should ask the police officer. The situation, but you see how it seems that the kids was left unattended. You guys went in the house, and then the kids disappeared.
Exactly, and that's the way we try to figure out.
It doesn't make sense. How did they disappear? How did they go out? You guys had the house.
Blink, 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 blink.
Why were they the only two children out? Where were the rest of the kids?
That's right. Every time he lies, he blinks.
They left. They went on vacation.
He does an awkward blink.
They didn't.
No, because they're too young. We watched them, and it turns out that happened.
How did the
Just really quickly.
That happened.
First and last names, spelling of both for both of you guys.
So, Susan, say it again.
Just first and last name.
Spelling of who or what?
Or just your first and last name.
our names?
Giselle West.
Jacqueline
It's
West.
Trezell West.
Okay, and for you?
Jacqueline.
I'm sorry, one more time.
Jacqueline.
Closing your eyes ain't gonna make it go away, buddy.
We'll let you go.
All right.
Sorry about that.
No.
All right. So also, I left a few things out. I would like for you to tell me everything you noticed as well. Okay? I love you, babes.